So a lot of people approach me and ask how can they get a home in Los Angeles? It's so expensive in this housing market, and that's true. We're one of the most expensive in the nation. So here's a list of 5 sneaky ways to buy a house in Los Angeles if you otherwise thought you couldn't. Number 1, this is really important, you need to adjust your expectations so that they mirror reality. And that just means this first house that you purchase doesn't have to be your forever home. It doesn't even have to be your dream home. It has to be somewhere that you like, that you can see yourself living. And if you don't yet have enough money to get your dream 5-bedroom house by the beach, that's okay. Maybe consider some areas, some neighborhoods that you hadn't considered looking at. Maybe you don't need as many bedrooms as you thought you did, or bathrooms. Maybe you can live with a kitchen that's not completely updated. There's definitely some expectation adjusting that happens when anyone at any price point starts their home search. So don't be afraid to consider some out-of-the-box things. Number 2, make a smaller down payment. We actually covered this in detail in another video, which I'll link. But the average down payment in the US for first-time home buyers is hovering around 6%. So back in the day, yes, people put 20% down on a house, mainly because banks required it. But it's really, really hard to come up with 20% down in a home market that is as expensive as Los Angeles. And it's very, very common to put down less. So talk to me, talk to a qualified, reputable lender about putting a smaller down payment down so that you can get into a house sooner. Number 3, consider roommates. I've had quite a few clients that end up buying something with the intention of renting out the other bedrooms in the house to make the mortgage payment more feasible. I realize this isn't a strategy for everyone, but if you're at a point in your life where this does make sense, or you're in a roommate situation currently and you're renting, absolutely think about having roommates in a home that you own instead of building equity for the landlord and building it for yourself. 4, think about condos. I know, nobody likes to pay HOA fees. Here's the thing that people don't consider. I own a single family home right now myself. I pay my pool maintenance fee, I pay my gardener, I pay for all of the utilities, I pay individual insurance, and on and on and on and on. So when you have a condo, a lot of those fees are bundled up into the homeowners association fees, or the HOA. In addition, condos are almost always at a lower price point than single family homes. So owning a condo is a great way to get started in the Los Angeles housing market. Last but not least is number 5. Consider multi-unit housing, particularly duplexes. So not everyone wants to be a landlord, and I absolutely respect that. But for those who are open to the possibility, having a tenant on the other side of your house, or if you've got 2 houses on the same lot, can be a great way to have someone help you pay the mortgage every single month, and gets you into a equity situation even faster than it would be by paying something on your own. In addition, when you buy a duplex as a first-time homeowner, you get the preferential interest rates and lending terms that you would as if you were buying a single-family residence, versus buying a single-family residence first and then having to pay a higher interest rate and having a larger down payment on buying an investment property. So these are just some of the sneaky ways that I've had clients and friends end up purchasing homes in Los Angeles when they thought they couldn't. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out as always.